Hello all and welcome to the Champion of Champions video for both 5 random packs and 3 blind bags. Yes, we're doing them both in one big video this year, and we are flanked by the winners of last year. Yes, over here we've got the winner of 5 random packs for 2020, which was this Godzilla card, and over here we've got a little Lego Jack Skellington, and he was the winner of 3 blind bags for the year that was 2020. So what we do in order to decide a champion of champions for each of these is we bring out the first 3 basically straight away by default, because we need 3 along the wall of Mega Drive games here. And then what happens is after that, as they come out after that, if any of them are better than one of the 3 in the wall, then it will replace it, because if something's better than you and replacing you, then you're not going to win, are you? So we're going to start off with 5 random packs, and after that we will do 3 blind bags. If you're here just for 3 blind bags, I will put a timestamp in the description below so you can skip straight to it. But I think without further ado, I think it's time to start crowning the champion of champions for 2021. But before we do, we are starting with 5 random packs, remember? Before we do, a couple of little other awards that I would like to give, because obviously with Champions of Champions, we're dealing with the best of the best, but each of them has a worst. And I'm going to bring out the card that won the worst of 2021, and it was this CSI card, which is quite simply just some broken glass, or as they put in the top left-hand corner here, they can't even bother to put the word broken in. It just says glass. And if you think the picture on the back is any better, then you're wrong. It's just a further away shot of what you're seeing zoomed in on the front of the card. Pretty uninspiring, not exactly a great thing to look at. And the second award I'm going to give is the best of the rest. Basically, it was a champion of a pack, but it didn't win the champion of the episode. And that has to be this beautiful, quite simply beautiful Captain America card from January as well. And looking back at it now, I must admit it probably should have won the episode, but the decision on the day is final. You'll be able to judge soon anyway if you disagree with me or you agree with me that this probably should have won January very, very soon, because obviously that will be the very first card out when we start 5 random packs. Yep, still regret my decision to this day, but as I say, my decision is final, and it was kind of you know, overruled a little bit by something that I really like. So let's bring out the champions from each month and start off with that January that beat it, and it was an X-Files card. Yes, I was a big X-Files fan back in the day, and I just loved this view of, I think that's David Duchovny looking up at this spaceship, and I just loved it so much. He actually won out, and I let my heart roll my head a little bit. So if you do disagree, just say below, yeah, Captain America should have won that January, mate. He should have won that January. But also, by the way, please do play along. So, you know, if any decisions that I make you disagree with, check it in the comment section below. Certainly, if the winner you disagree with, then please, I'd love to hear that. But anyway, let's bring out January's card, which is, as I say, the X-Files one. And swiftly following on to February's card, which was this Tyrannosaurus Rex from a packet of Jurassic Park stickers, believe it or not. It was, I don't know, 5 or 6 stickers plus 1 card. And this was the 1 card, and I really love that graphic and that drawing. It's very nice, and it's just a beautiful image. They've done very well there. As you see, Ultimate Sticker Collection Trading Card. So that was February's winner, and you can go in the middle for now. And then March's winner was a bumper pack of Marvel cards, and yes, the Silver Surfer one out of all of them, which was a hell of a pick to make, because there was 25 in that pack, was the one that I personally liked the most. I think if I remember rightly, there was a lot of disagreement with that, but then again, there was 25 cards to choose from. But I really liked the imagery of this, of how he's coming at you, and again, the art style of it is very good. So he was your March winner. So there we go. That's the initial 3. They go into the wall. Now anything here from onwards basically has the chance to replace anything in the wall if it's better than any of them. The one that's replacing the wall, by the way, not necessarily might be the worst one. It's just one that's better than. So that's how it works. But at the end of the day, you should end up with the final 3, which are pretty much the best 3. Okay, so after that, we've got a winner, which was a sticker from a pack of Cars stickers, I believe. No, it wasn't. It's actually a card. And the foil effect of this one really won me over. It really won me over. I like the way it moved and all of that sort of stuff. But the question I have to ask myself, is it better than one of these 3? I would say if it's going to be better than any of them, it's going to be better than that X-Files card. And for me, me, I'm not letting my heart rule my head this time. I just think it's a better image, and this card unfortunately cannot replace any of the three. So okay, so after that we've got a card from the Phantom, and this one, yeah, this just imagery just had a little bit of a comedic value about it. I think I likened it to the character from the Jungle Book, Snake, whose name is actually eluding me. It didn't elude me at the time, and I kind of referenced that. I found this quite an amusing card, and I'm looking at the wall again of the three that are in it, and I don't think it's going to replace any of them still. Still don't think it's going to replace any of them. I think the imagery of those are beautifully drawn, are both better than that, and I still am preferring that image over this image. Again, not letting my heart roll my head this time. Okay, the month after that was won by a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle card. It was this one of Michelangelo. I believe I swore at the time, but shall we say effing stuff up instead of instead of swearing. And of course, I must admit, probably there was a lot of heart behind this choice as well, but I think it was the rightful winner on that day as well. And do love the Turtles. I do love the original Turtles from back in the day. Watched the cartoon a hell of a lot as a kid. Is it going to replace anything in the wall? I think, oh, do you know, it's so close. So I am going to replace the X-Files card. I think it is better than the X-Files card. And that's a hard one to replace again, because, again, the heart overhead thing is coming back again into play a little bit there, because I do love the X-Files, but I'm not going to let it win over. Okay, next up. This, again, another one of an art style I liked when this card won. This Judge Dredd card of Captain Skank, art by Siku. Is that what it says on there? Again, that's just a beautiful image, really well drawn. Obviously, that back image makes up a part of a larger picture, I would imagine, if you got all the numbers around it. But I really liked that imagery. But do I like the imagery better than any of the others on this wall? I'm going to have to say it probably is actually better than the Silver Surfer. It's still a very close thing for me. I don't know. Obviously, this was part of a game card. I think they take away from it a little bit. These things down here. Actually, I was thinking that doesn't really take away from it, but that does. So the Silver Surfer is not going to win, because I think the Judge Dredd card is better and is going into the wall for the final three. Okay, so next up is this Supergirl card, and I can remember this episode being a bit average across the board, and it wasn't the easiest decision to make, but I went with the Supergirl card because I really liked the fact that the card was sort of coming out at us, and it was a sticker as well as a card. So obviously it's a card now, but you can see the perforation there, and it's also a sticker. So yeah, that kind of appealed to me a little bit and kind of won it out for me. I do believe of all episodes, I think this decision probably divided the comment section the most out of all of the episodes I've done. But is it any better than any in the wall? Definitely not. 100% definitely not. So Supergirl is out of the running. Next up, this winner from the Garfield cards, and I'm a big wrestling fan, and that had a big decision on this. And I also really liked Garfield as a kid back in the day as well. And we've got the WIFW at the bottom there, wrestling isn't for wimps. There's just so many wrestling references in there as well, and he's got a title belt on and everything. Colourful card, great animation, great drawing, but does it replace anything in the wall? And we've been talking about heart over head a lot here. It would be easy to leave the Turtles in because I do like the Turtles more. That's the heart over the head staying in if I was to pick the Turtles. But this is a much better card, I have to be honest with you. It's a much better drawn card. It's a nicer card. It's just more colourful, better animation, the glossy finish. Everything about it, unfortunately, it's just better than that Turtles card. Perhaps a different image might have won it out for the Turtles there, but not in this case. And talking of things I love, the next episode was won by a Toy Story sticker. We've got the "You Are Not a Toy" scene, or no, it's you are not a toy scene. Revenge on My Planet scene, basically, isn't it? But we're not on my planet, are we? And then they break out into a fight. But yeah, I'm a big Toy Story fan, and this won that episode. But it's not going to beat any of these three. We're talking high quality animation left here. We really are, and I'm looking at the last two and I'm wondering if either of those are going to actually get into the wall. And we'll talk about nice imagery here with this is a part of a Disney pack, I think, but obviously it's Boo from Monsters Inc. and it's same Boo. I liked the art style of this, and I found the colouring of this quite elegant. So really did like this card. So it's not just a given that this card isn't going to go into the wall. However, it's cool looking at it. Yeah, it is a really nice card, actually, and really nice art style. but it's not better than the 3 that are here. And old Tyrannosaurus Rex here has come in at the beginning and might survive till the end. As we look at December's winner, which is this from Fallout Card. I remember just really liking the scenery here. I remember it, but I still do really like the scenery here. It's very classy, a lot going on there without a lot going on, if that makes sense. Really like that, but I believe it's actually part of a picture or part of a poster or something like that. But is it any better than any of these 3? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It hurts me to say that a little bit, because again, I really do like that. But it's not better than any of those 3. So, we are down to our final 3. And I think these 3 are the top 3. 100% of the top 3. By a long shot, if anything, to be honest with you. And again, they are all just great designs and great drawings. So, we have to eliminate one. And I'm trying to buy myself a little bit of time here, because this is difficult. So, the one that I'm going to eliminate first out of these 3, I think, is going to be this Judge Dredd one. As much as I really love it and I really like it, I must admit I have a little bit more of affinity to Jurassic Park and Garfield than I do over Judge Dredd. But I just think they are better images and better drawings. Nicer drawings as well. A bit more sharper, bold, colourful and things like that. Well, mind you, that's colourful as well. I don't know what I'm saying here, really. This is just a tough decision between all 3, and I have to eliminate one, but I just think this one is 3rd place of these 3. I'm guessing the little bit of heart overhead is coming back into play because I'm a wrestling fan here. So we're down to the final 2. Who is going to be your 2021 winner for 5 random packs? So it's going to be this Garfield wrestling card or this Tyrannosaurus one here just breaking through. A card from a pack of stickers could win over a card from what was just a pack of cards. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of, say, references. Bulkster instead of Hulkster and things like that. The Hawaiian shirts. He's got a belt on with a burger on it, which is obviously a wrestling reference, which obviously references Garfield very well because he didn't like to eat, bless him. And this has got to be a close decision. I think last year was tough, but this year is definitely tougher. And I'm on the spot here. I'm trying to see my head right now. My head is trying to pick the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but my heart is saying the King of the Ring one. And I'm going to go with my head. I'm going to say that this Tyrannosaurus Rex card, the very first card, one of the very first cards, is going to be your winner from 2021. And we've got a little bit of a theme going on here. It's not how I planned it. You know, we've got Godzilla there and we've got a dinosaur here. Obviously, they look very similar. But it's just the art style of him bursting through. It's extremely well drawn and I really like it. And that is going to be your winner for 5 random packs. There's your Champion of Champions for 2021. So there's no time. There's no time to pause and reflect on this. We'll pop you here in front of last year's winner. Oh, because we need the space. We need the space. Or can we get you side by side and still get all the blind bags? So there we go. So there's your 2021 winner next to your 2021. It's time to crack on with 3 blind bags straight away. So let's start on with the other awards first. And we've gone for the worst. And the worst was really hard to make. It was really hard decision to make. Could have easily picked a bracelet, but then it was in a pack that was meant to be a bracelet. Or I could have picked a slap-on bracelet as well. But again, that was meant to be a slap-on bracelet. And for what they were actually good things. So I ended up going for this little thing, which I think was a Hatchimal. It was in a really big packet, nicely well presented. Probably cost a little bit. And this was what you got out of it after breaking into an egg. There was a bit of interactivity to it. And then all you got out of it was this little thing here. And I just thought for value and things like that and what you were expecting out of it probably was the biggest letdown. But unlike last year, there was an easy, clear winner last year. There wasn't an easy, clear winner this year. So we went for that. We've gone for this thing here. And as for best of the rest that didn't win an episode, obviously you can't win a pack because only one thing's coming out of a pack, but we've gone for Petunia Pig. This is a quality thing. I mean, most Legos are Lego Looney Tunes. Now, this one didn't really win because of all the characters that you could have got out of the pack. It was probably the one I wanted the least. And that's not her fault, is it? And the quality of it is still there. It's still a very nice thing. It's a very good thing. It's just literally, I think if any other character had come out, it might have won the episode. But I just had no interest in this character. But I do appreciate that it is a very good thing. And again, a lot of the winners, or a lot of the things that came out of the blind bags that didn't win, that had a good chance, and a lot of them were quite average across the board, and it was hard to pick one that was best of the rest. But we've gone for what was quality, but unfortunately didn't win because of the character that I got. So probably a little bit of a heart over head decision perhaps there as well. But it's time to bring back the winners from every month. So we'll start off with January, which was a Funko troll that won. Now, I'm not big into trolls, certainly nowadays. I remember they were very prominent and around in the 90s when I was a kid growing up. But I was impressed with the quality of this, and that's what won that day. It was much better than the other two things that it came out against, certainly for quality-wise. So it was given to this troll. So you go into the wall, obviously, because the first three are definitely going in. Now, the February winner is a beaut. This Batman thing, black and white Batman figure, a really, really nice thing. Very nice thing. Very well molded. You know, there's no imperfections really in the molding as well. It is just a very nice thing. And if you like your Batman, seriously look into these black and white figures. I think there's at least 3 series that I know of. I know there's actually one from another series in the box which never came out. But these are a real nice thing. A very nice thing. So you can go straight into the middle if your cape will allow you to not dig into my little carpenter. And then we will go into March, which was won by this Halo figure, which took a little bit of a while to build. But I was really impressed with how it looked at the end, I must admit. I really do like that. I do like that. I was going to say, I'm not big into playing Halo, despite being an Xbox person. I'm more into Gears. But obviously, I appreciate what Halo is and what Halo does and how good Halo is. Obviously, Halo Infinite has actually smashed it out of the park lately. Just really like that figure. So it took a little while to construct, and it was a little bit fiddly to construct. So I'd have preferred it if it just came out as a figure already built. But that was the winner for March. We might have to do a bit of a lean there. So there is January, February, and March's winner. So we'll bring out April's winner, which was, and I love her. I do love Harley Quinn. Probably, no, not probably about it. She is my favourite DC character, and I really wanted to get a Harley out of, well, it was basically, you had a last percentage chance of getting Harley Quinn, but you could have got another character from the box, and 1 in 4 chances of getting Harleys out of all of them, and I got one. And yep, I love Harley Quinn. So yeah, again, probably I would like to think that Heart Over Head wasn't ruled, but it was an absolute outright definite winner from that episode. And what is she going to replace? Because she's I don't think she can replace Batman. Don't think she can replace Batman, because that's up for debate, which is better already. But I think she's a Funko product, so is the Troll. I'm going to have her replace the Troll. I do like that little Halo figure. I do like it. So Harley's going to go into the wall. She'll have to lean. She doesn't stand up very well, even on a solid surface. Have to do the old blue tack on the feet trick. So she'll have to lean a little bit next to Batman. So we've got a bit of a DC thing going on there. Next up, we've got a Marvel thing going on. We've got one of the puzzle eraser things that you'd be able to forget the exact name of them now. An old Cap came out, didn't he? Captain America. Very nice thing. Very nice thing. It looks well. Yeah, some of these do not look that great. Some of them come up really badly moulded, but apart from it, you've got a bit of a split in your head there. But no, you don't notice that unless you squeeze it. Being harsh there. But no, Captain America isn't going to replace any of those 3. Straight away. It is a nice cutesy little thing, but I don't think Captain America... Don't know. Oh, no, I don't think it's going to replace any of the 3. I think it's too close between the Halo figure to call, and I don't think it's going to replace it. Right, next up, it was a month where all 3 things came out were quite average, so I just went with a little quirky, strange thing that I liked over the other 2 a little bit more, and it was this unicorn thing which has got racing flags on the side, checker flags on the sky, and the number 14. But do you know what, we can quickly zip past this one because it's not better than any of those 3, but it was a bit of a tough month for a bit of a competition there. Okay, so next up, we've got another Batman. We've got a Lego Batman. And do you know what? The only way I'm going to judge this, because I don't want 2 Batmans in the wall. We're going to have a Batman off already. So is the Lego Batman better than the black and white figurine Batman? And I'm going to straight away say no. But this, do you know what? This is a quality figure. It is better than that Halo figure, but it's not better than this Batman. So something is better than it, and it can be eliminated because of that reason. But don't get me wrong, this is a very nice thing, and we could have quite easily, if this Batman hadn't come out, had Lego win in consecutive years. But no, this Batman is better than this Batman that I'm holding in my hand now. So, eliminated you are, Lego Batman. Right, next up. I really like this thing. Playmobil figure that we had to build. And the reason why I like this is it just wasn't your standard figure, was it? I mean, look at the legs on that. Obviously, there's stilts in there. Either that or he's got no knees. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun actually building this as well. It's bright, colourful, and I tell you what, for the price you pay for the blind bag as well, it was very, very good value as well. And you know what? I personally like it more and think it's better quality than the Halo figure. So it's going to replace it. It's going to go into the wall to replace the little Halo figure there. I just think it is much nicer. It is much nicer. It's very colourful as well. Very good value for money. I think it's better value for money than the Halo thing. Right, talking of value for money, this one through surprise. There was a little plush of a monkey. The monkey has a name. It's called Mandy. This come from the pound shop. Come from the pound shop, and I was expecting obviously a very poor quality thing, and then this little fella came out and was actually quite impressive, and it turned up it won the episode. But he's not going to be that Harley Quinn. He's not going to be that Batman, and it's not going to be the Playmobil figure. So, despite the fact you were quality for money, you have been eliminated. Oh, here we go. Again, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but this miniature light-up lightsaber is a nice thing. It's a good thing. I remember in the video I turned the lights off, and it really did light up the room. It did light for the size it is as well. Is really impressive. And this goes to the thing: is it better than Harley? Is it better than Batman? Is it better? Oh, is it better than the Playmobil? Because the Playmobil figure is really, really nice, but this is really, really cool. And now we're in a bit of a problem here because these three are all quality, and I like them all. This is fun, and this is, to be honest with you, this is quality as well. As I say, honestly, it lights up so well, and it's such a nice thing. Can I eliminate the Playmobil figure because of this? I don't think I can. Don't think I can. I think the fact that that's something you can display, and this is a key ring, is gonna just edge it. It's gonna say that was a lot of fun to build as well. A lot of it, again, because it was the clown and not a standard figure, I think that's going to win. Right, the lightsaber, I'll tell you what, you're a fourth already. I think you're a fourth already. Next up, a Wreck-It Ralph figure. Again, it won the episode because of quality more than anything. The other two that it was up against, I had no affiliation with anything that came out in that episode. And this was just as weird as it is, it's just a well-made thing. For some reason, it's got a stand, even though it doesn't need it. It's from Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet rather than just Wreck-It Ralph. So it won through quality, and that was it really. But it's not going to beat any of these three things because they are quality, and they're three things that I like. They're three things that more people will recognise. You know that's a Playmobil figure. You know that's Batman, and you pretty much know that's Harley Quinn. So it's not going to knock out any of those three. And your final winner of an episode of Three Blind Bags for 2021 was this Jurassic Park Mashems. And it's ironic that we've got the card from Jurassic Park right over there, and it looks like it could be the same dinosaur. If he opens his mouth or we tip him at the angle, look, it could be the same one. It could be a T-Rex. That I remember, I've had a lot of Mashems, and this one is just superbly molded. Of all the Mashems I've ever had, this one is just absolutely cracking. It is superbly molded. Really impressed with it. I didn't want the bloke. I wanted the dinosaurs. I got one of the dinosaurs, and this was amazing. Really, really, again, nicely molded. The Mashems, honestly, very, very hit or miss. And unfortunately, when they get the molding wrong, it's very miss. But is it better than one of these three? Oh, do you know what? These last five, and five, I mean, three in the wall and the last two that have come out, as in the last winners of the year, November and December, have really made this a tough decision. But I don't think it's better than any of those three. And that is the final three that we are going with. So who do we eliminate first out of these three? Jesus Christ. It's probably going to have to be the Playmobil dude. Going to have to go with that. I mean, these are... that is very much lifelike. That's a little bit more like... Obviously, this is... Again, it's just bright, colourful. It was fun to build. It was good quality. It was great that I got something like this out of it instead of just a regular size sort of figure of a man in a job. Get the clown thing with the big sunflower and everything about it. So I really, really like this. I honestly think, I'm looking at you, Jack, you could have won. If you'd have come out last year up against Jack Skellington, you could have possibly won. But you've got, yeah, there's a little bit of heart over head in that one. I'm gonna admit it. But this is quality. That is quality. And they are both quality. So it's with a heavy heart I have to eliminate the Playmobil Clown who's got to be on stilts. So these are your final two. Got your black and white Batman figure, and we've got your Harley Quinn Funko Mystery Mini. With, again, great detailing. Obviously, the hair colouring, the tattoos on the face. Look, it says rotten there, the little heart under her eye. Just great detailing. Great detailing. But look at that. That is beautiful. Say, it is quality moulding as well. Quality moulding. And, of course, it's proportionate rather than the Funko big head, big eyes, isn't it, as well? So, decision has to be made. Decision has to be made. People that know me well are probably thinking, well, he's going to pick Harley. He loves Harley. He loves Harley. Is he going to pick Harley? No. I'm going to have to give it to this. This is just pure quality. As I say, it's, you know, it's to scale. It's to scale. That cape as well looks flowing as well. Look at that, the way it flows and it's draping on the floor. You know, this hasn't just been thrown together. This mold is been crafted. There's no doubt about it. It wins over the Funko-ness, unfortunately. The realism of this wins over the Funko-ness of this, but I love this figure. I say I love Harley Quinn, favourite DC character, but I can't deny Batman the win on this one. So Harley, you have been eliminated. So there's your 3 blind bags winner for 2021. There's your 5 random packs winner from 2021. Did you disagree? There's a comment section below for you. Let's bring the winners from 2020 into view a little bit clearer. And do you know what? There's going to be no decision over these now as to which is better. But at the end of the next year, we'll have a 3 of each to fill the wall. And after we do the Champion of Champions for 2022, because these series will continue on in some capacity next year, we could probably get all 3 out from the 3 years and have a Champion of Champions, Champion of Champion. You know what I mean? That could be a thing that happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed these series and you have enjoyed this video, either or, please hit thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you like blind bag openings, trading card pack openings, more to come in 2020, so please consider subscribing. If you're new and you subscribe, I will love you for it, but I appreciate and love all my old subscribers as well. And I think this just leaves me to say thank you very, very much for watching. And as always, please do take care.